feminine, you guys. So, I want to talk about the phenomenon that has been happening. You are elevating, okay? So, over the last couple of days, I can say, for one, I really have not been giving a crap. I really have not. And I have fallen off of every single direction, path, whatever have you, right? I just been out here living in my free will, doing as I please, really just doing whatever it is that I feel like I want to do, and a lot of that has to do with me being or had been, too overstimulated, but also like this, I mean, all the stuff that's been going on, it can kind of give you like an intimidated energy towards certain things. I wouldn't say intimidated, hesitant. Thank you, guys. My God, say not intimidated, but hesitant, right? Like, like you kind of I've been very hesitant, um, but to really like do anything at all other than what I have been like guided and led to do and feel, you know, in my present moment, So there's there's this need for me at the moment, to just not care what is happening around me. And that may not be right for you or, for anybody else. But, like I said, I'm just going to be here as an example. I love getting up here and just freely talking about these things that I'm experiencing, and I really don't need the validation anymore outside of myself from anyone else because I received that validation, through um, me just rawly experiencing things. Like, I don't need to hear a message from anybody else. Sometimes the universe will just leave you in the dark so that, you can into it yourself, okay? So, that's what I've been doing. Like, um, some people may say this is just lazy or, like I don't have like good spiritual hygiene or whatever the case may be. But a lot of, you coming into your spirit is relaxing, you know, relaxing and letting go and disconnecting, and staying open and curious. Your curiosity is what keeps you on the journey. Not hanging on to everything as well, but being able to have that balance of just freely being here, taking care of your worldly duties or whatever the case may be, but um, actively choosing to let your guards down and just be free and have those moments that you need to rest and recuperate and rejuvenate. We don't do that, so it seems very foreign, to rest and relax. It feels like we're being lazy because of, um, years of being indoctrinated and telling us that we're, just lazy fucking people and that we only catch a break when we are dead. So, um, you feel lazy when you just relax. You feel guilty. I've learned how to not feel guilty either, and also reclaiming my time to heal, or I wouldn't say heal, but my time to reboot myself. My body needs time to reboot, because I filter information on a daily. I'm very curious. So there's a lot of things that my spirit wants to um, discover and see. It's just like, Bruce Almighty. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but Bruce Almighty, right? When he was like typing, telling everybody about these freaking I mean, responding to the emails. That's what it was. Like he was going 1,000 miles per hour, right? So he could read and hear and see everything. That is exactly how, you know, my spirit works here within my body. Like my body is very conscious and aware of my spirit, and how, both my body and my spirit is having this experience. So my body is active and alive. So it tends to hold on to some of those things too. So my spirit constantly reminds my body to relax. And at this point in time in my life, I'm listening to my spirit because, my body is very irritable. It is hanging on for dear life at the moment. And like I said, I'm not ashamed, to talk about my experience. So be the experience that I'm putting before you guys. I just want to speak out. This is a way and also a form to release and allow for the information that I take on a daily basis, and also all the energy that I take on a daily basis to be released as well. So this is a full release for me, and it's helpful. I like to hear myself speak out. But as I said, you guys, like, you know, um, I'm not, I'm starting to listen to my spirit now when it tells me that it's time to relax. And I'm no longer ashamed. I don't shame myself. I don't fear laying down anymore. I don't fear that, people are going to think that I'm being lazy because they don't understand. How could you not live, this type of lifestyle where everybody is hustling and bustling and, running around like chickens with their heads cut off about, bills and things of that nature. One thing is for certain is that all of your physical needs are always going to be met. They're always going to be met. So I don't worry about those existences anymore, and I don't get shamed into worrying about them. And no, and I don't want to be around, those people that are so focused on bills and the worration of bills. All of those things are going to come. They're present. They're ever present. You know what time of the month they're going to come each month. The things that I can say to you is to just make sure, for one, that you're not falling into, all these games with holidays and celebrating this and that, and spending extra stuff so that you can experience your abundance, in exchange for your energy. This is what's happening, you guys. That's why you don't worry. You don't worry when you are taking necessary, measurements not to have to worry about those things. So I don't worry about that shit anymore. It doesn't bother me. And I really don't care about anybody that is in that type of energy or atmosphere. I no longer feel the need to help them out and to reach out and tell them, hey, you're worrying about things that don't even matter, and all that stuff. And I'm not a voice to that anymore. I've also learned how to, take back control over how I give my energy out. A lot of people do not appreciate it, and the reason why they can't appreciate it is because, they themselves are not in the right energy within themselves, or I'm going to say this: they're not receptive to themselves yet, and they cannot receive what I am telling them, so they reject it. So therefore, they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate me, giving them that message because it's unheard of within them. It is a real thing that is very unheard of within them. So I sound like, somebody that doesn't have a care in the world. I sound like, I don't sympathize or empathize with them. I sound like I'm telling them to blow caution to the wind. I sound like a fool to them. I sound like I don't have any, responsibilities in life, and that can be further from the truth. I've just learned how to not place myself in a financial bind anymore. There are certain things that you do have to do in order for you to make sure that you don't have to be worrying about these things that are just going to happen. They're going to be forever present. Okay, so yeah, so far it's just like these are the things that I'm talking about when I say that you guys are elevating. Some of you may be experiencing this, where especially what's happening now. I forgot what you call it. What is the full blood moon in Virgo or the eclipse? There's so much happening. Like I said, there is so much happening right now. I'm trying not to keep track in the physical realm because I'm already experiencing it within my spiritual experience here in the physical as well. So my body is feeling it, and so is my spirit. My spirit is channeling it through my body, so I'm moving um, within my intuition and also my knowing. Also, this energy is just going to just it's going to calibrate you on a whole new level of really setting you on the stage or on track of whatever it is that you truly are meant to do, you know, right now, next year, whatever have you, right? This is what's happening during under this eclipse. Okay, you guys. I don't want to get and sound like I'm just trying to talk about astrology or anything like that. I just want to speak to um, you know, the message at hand, which is you guys are elevating in whatever form you need to elevate. So right now is not a good time to be comparing your journey to anyone else's or your experience. If you're looking for that validation of what you're experiencing, it's going to be to each his own. At the moment, like I said, I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing on my end, and you guys are going to be experiencing what you're going to be experiencing on your end. I just want to get up here as always and just express my experience, okay? And so, um, as I said, relaxing has been the biggest thing that I've been doing as of lately and not being ashamed of it. And that's okay for me to do it, and speaking out about me needing to relax as well, like taking control of my energy for my need to relax. So I need to voice it. So, my loved ones around me can know, like, hey, it's time to relax. It's time to, um, pretty much settle down because mama needs a break. I do. I need a break. I don't want to hear anything. I don't feel, bad anymore for like telling my children like, hey, I need you to be quiet. Some of you may be experiencing this as well. Like I said, um, just reclaiming what you absolutely need, to live, not just survive here, but to live. This is one thing I really do like about Virgo energy as well. Like, you know, your mind, body, soul, and spirit is going to be fed under Virgo's energy. Truly. Because I call the Virgo the healer and the lover. Okay? Because within Virgo energy, you're going to be fed, you're going to be nurtured, you're going to be taken care of, um, because Virgo is assistance, from the spiritual realm. That's how I view Virgo energy. So, like I said, to each his own. To everybody else that want to be politically correct and say, hey, Virgo is this and that, whatever. Um, that's how you feel, okay? But to have an authentic experience is my own to have it. I'm not, textbook. Um, I'm not textbook rich. You know, I'm spiritually rich. So therefore, the experiences that I'm having is not going to be spoken on a textbook level. It's speaking within my spirit and what I'm actually experiencing. Under these energies. Okay, I don't run to a textbook. I don't care what information has been put out there. I don't care what information everybody has been regurgitating over and over and over again. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Okay? Um, but yeah, you're going to be fed. You guys are going to be nurtured, taken care of, pampered. You're going to be able to express what it is that you need and not feel ashamed because it is vital. These things are vital. So um, you're going to learn how to speak to yourself and take care of those things. Actually, put action behind your words And you're going to realize that things are going to start happening for you in those areas that you need it the most. Virgo is not an energy where, you're going to reap a whole bunch of abundance in the physical, uh, like material gains and things of that nature. Virgo is a spiritual abundance, where um, you are activated on a cellular level, within your soul, and therefore your by you having um, by you experiencing that, you're gonna have like a routine down pat where that you're gonna have for forever, and this is gonna make you rich in your physical existence due to you being disciplined and having that routine down pat, taking care of those necessary things that you need and that is vital in this lifetime for you to live, taking being taken care of, like taking care of yourself truly in this energy. As I said, I don't want to sound like, I'm busting down astrology or anything like that. I just want to speak to my situation, like I said. But anyway, guys, um, this has just been my tidbit, and I'm grateful that I can get up here and speak out, and I'm grateful that I've created a platform for myself and a space, for myself where I feel like I can express myself. Um, but if these messages, help you guys out, if my examples help you guys out, then I hope this message or these messages find you well. Love, light, and peace, and all in between. Namaste.